Didn't get an answer? How to professionally restate your question in business.
Have you ever asked a question in a business meeting only to receive an unrelated response? You asked something important, but your colleague didn't actually answer what you needed to know. What should you do? In this video, I'll describe a simple but effective communication strategy you can use to get the information you need in a polite yet assertive way. Hello, I'm Brian McCloskey, CEO of NextGen Business Communication Training. At NextGen, we specialize in providing non-native English-speaking professionals with the communication skills needed to succeed in global business. Why restating your question matters. In business, having the right information is critical. If your question wasn't answered, it's completely appropriate to ask again. However, how you restate it is important. A professional and diplomatic approach ensures you get the clarity you need without causing embarrassment or creating tension. Let's explore how to do this effectively. Imagine this situation. You ask Tom, "I'd like to ask a quick question here. Earlier you mentioned our new products. I'd just like to know how we are going to market these new products." Tom responds,
"That's a great question. Let me answer by saying this. We plan to launch our new products on different dates. We'll launch our products in China in May and in Japan in June. I hope that answers your question. Now, I'd like to move on to discuss sales."
Here's the issue. Tom didn't actually answer your question. You were asking about the marketing strategy, but he described the launch schedule. This could be due to a misunderstanding or miscommunication, but you still need a clear answer. So, how can you handle this professionally? Here's an effective way to restate your question. "Sorry, perhaps I didn't make myself clear. My question is about the marketing strategy. I'd like to know how we plan to market these products." Why this approach works? You take personal responsibility. By saying, "Perhaps I didn't make myself clear," you avoid embarrassing the speaker. Directly pointing out that someone didn't answer your question, like saying, "You didn't answer my question," can come across as rude. Instead, you take the responsibility, which maintains a positive tone. You use polite and professional language. By softening your restatement, "My question is about the marketing strategy. I'd like to know how we plan to market these products." You clarify your point without sounding confrontational. Here are a few more ways to restate your question. "Sorry, but my question isn't about the launch schedule. Actually, I was asking how we plan to market these products." "Sorry, let me rephrase my question. What I'd like to know is how we plan to market these products." Each of these examples is polite, professional, and effective. Key takeaways. Restating your question isn't rude or impolite. It's a necessary communication skill in business situations. If you need an answer, it's perfectly acceptable to ask again. The key is to do it professionally and diplomatically. Thanks for watching. This video is taken from one of our e-learning courses. If you'd like to learn more, visit us at www.nextgenclt.com, contact us at contact@nextgenclt.com, or call 02-2391-9020